Good evening, house. This is the heights of the spirit. To me, if you ask me, the grand community have actually, as a matter of fact, put so many homes in trouble. Have actually wrecked so many families by their activities. The grand community have actually inflicted pains in the life of so many Nigerians. The grand community, as a matter of fact, not only just inflicted pains in the life of so many Nigerians, but have given room to the extent that you cannot even trust men of God. Having said this, because of your questions is opened or the narrative you created, probably give rooms for me to say it in this way. I don't like mentioning names, but permit me to say one or two things. This is the eyes of the Spirit talking. First, we started with Sam. Permit me to start with Sam. When the saga of Sam began, I do my diligent work, reach out to the people I have in CBN and not the rest of them. First and foremost, the viral note that went to every cities, to every state in Nigeria was my voice that actually interrogated Sam. First, the way the man talk, he speaks as if he doesn't know how to speak English. Until I have to do so many background check on him. And I used the office of the DSS to interrogate him. And so many information came out. And thereafter, we discover that he has no grant. Now, if someone said he has traveled abroad, there are three things we check on his background that we affirm to you that this person actually traveled overseas. That is one. So after the checking and cross-checking on the background of Sam, of course you all know him, you know his name. And at the end of the day, initially what paid me most that prompted me to do that was when he said that Daddy Adeboye is involved, he's aware of it. The former vice president of Sibanjo, Professor Simanjo, is aware of it, is involved. That led some of us to do a lot of background check on him. And our findings shocked the entire Nigeria that the so-called money that Sam was proposing is nowhere to be found. After Sam, the next that came on board was Ishiba. And after Ishiba came on board, with so many issues, even if you want to scam someone, in trying to make it real, there are a lot of things you must put in place to make it real. First, why I doubted Ishiba was when he said 7 people to register and pay certain amount of money. Thereafter, they will own a microfinance bank. That was a saga that happened between me and Ishiba, which is Mama Elizabeth, and some of his people. I told them there is no way on earth that I say 7 persons will own a microfinance bank. How much are they paying? I think it was 120. Please, if I'm making a mistake, correct me. Are they 120 that time or thereabout? People were paying money, a lot of money. You buy form for 500 naira. Some were buying form for 1,000, 1,005. Ishiba cut across the 36 states of the federations. And when we understood this, we begin to make statement. My joy today in all these things is that some persons, some some NGOs are the most difficult people to handle in this country because they are the one hating them because of what they stand to benefit. Because when we started SEM, many people want to kill me, many people want to hit me raw, many people did a lot of things. When Ishiba began, it was even war. By the time my voice no went viral, people were looking for themselves. But do you know one good thing? My joy today is that upon all how Mama Elizabeth of Ishiba castigated me, and our people, the way they run me down, by Alpha market, were they able to disburse money? I told the whole world that Ishiba does not have any chichi anywhere. The source is not true. Now, there are a few things you can do to confirm whether an NGO or a group or an association actually have money. One thing you don't know is this. Some of us, you maintain an account in all your banks. And when you maintain an account, if I said I'm going to give you money, and by privilege you maintain the same bank with me, certainly you must know your bank manager. There are a few background you do on me. It will prove to you that actually this man is just making mouth. I will prove that to you. Excuse me, please. Excuse me. Now, I haven't done that of Mama Sheba, which is Elizabeth. That thing caused a lot of opera. Most especially when people travel to Abuja to send the so-called MOU and not the rest of them, because they were trying to make it real. Making it real actually makes some of us to do background check on Ishiba. I think the coordinator, some of the coordinator that knows me, and if they hear this voice now, they will know who is talking. I am the eyes of the spirit, but they know my name, my real name. In social media, what you see is eyes of the spirit. So when we did that, one of my beautiful joy today is that Ishiba has come and nowhere to be found. The so-called money in trying to make it real because it was an opportunity for NGOs owner to be scamming people. A lot happens. And I know what I went through, that I'm still alive today. I know what me went through. But that is that. Now, coming back to Theophilus, the moment somebody told me about Theophilus, which they said Theobat, I put a call through to Theobat. I think as the beginning stage, my conversation with him, if I still check my archive, I can bring my conversation with Theobat out. Because Nigerians have taught some of us, whether it's WhatsApp call, whether it's phone conversation, we record it so that you won't deny. That is what with some of us we do. Whether it's, we have tools on our phone. It's called tools. We spend money. I have so many tools on my phone. If you like, try to copy my voice. I will know. I will have the signal. I will note you. If you like, try to record my conversation. I will know because I have the tools on my phone. So I recorded my conversation with him, and then he said I should pay 250,000. I said, Mr. Man, paying 250 is not the problem. But the problem is that where is your source of money? I did not say give me the true picture, but give me some blueprint. So many persons that will come across this audio today or this video today, we agree that this man called the eyes of the spirit have actually said a lot of these things and it comes to pass. So for Theobat, from the onset, I checked his account details with Zenith Bank. And I was aware of how the money comes in and how he moves the money out. I checked the one with First Bank. The money comes in and move out. And I called the person in CBN to confirm some certain information to me. And the information they disclosed shows that there is nothing, yes, grant came in, but there is no grant in that name, Theobat number one. And if there is grant, it will even interest you to know. At the beginning when Theobat started, I'm talking about Apostle Theophilus or Leche, is it Leche or Lucy, they call him. He's a man of God. See, I have one belief. If you tell me that you have money, you are a rich man, there are 6 things I need to quickly prove that yes, you have the money. I appeared in his church in Nasarawa State, part of Abuja, or by the boundary of Abuja. The man who said he has grant, then his church was not complete. I don't know presently if the church is complete now. Then his church was not complete. Then he wasn't dressing fine. Now, some of you here that are businessmen, you agree with me that even if your bank promise you money or somebody want to loan you money to do business, three things that will change about you immediately that prove to the whole world that you actually have seen money in your life. Your dress, your shoes, that is your wardrobe, your shoes will change, will speak a different language. But the man who said he has access to grant cannot even pay for one policeman to escort him to most of the states he visited. And then I came out with my findings. I reported back to some few persons and said there is no money in Uaag grant. I'm talking about more than 4 years ago now. That was when, because after his movement in Abuja, he went straight. Port Harcourt invited. He went to Port Harcourt, and they were singing his praise everywhere. People were scamming and doing a lot of things with this. And at the end of the day, this is tape 1. Let me stop here. So continue with tape 2. Thank you. Yeah, sorry that the tape 4 actually took time for it to come because of pressure calls and phone calls and WhatsApp calls upon calls. I have to do this a bit late. By my time, they just 2 minutes past 10 p.m. today, the Monday, and the month of July. Actually, I'm no more concerned with the date, but I will go straight. Please permit me to start from this tape 4 to appeal to all believers. I remember when Ishiba was facing days just like as some persons are facing days for prayers. They were mocking at me. I told them one fact. Excuse me, please. I told them one simple truth. Don't spiritualize the issue of grant in Nigeria. People are brought in spirituality to grant in Nigeria. 7 days of prayer, like during the time of David. I called him on one of them the day I said, Oga, do you pray for answers prayer? I said, would you respect God's servant? Your wife conceived, or your church member wife conceived, put to bed safely. Do you go about fixing fasting and prayer to pray that the woman should deliver safely when she has already put to bed? You never knew the angle I'm coming from. It's like someone who locked himself in the house that is praying for job to come. And he's praying, job come, God give me job, God give me job. You do 3 days fasting, 4 days fasting, 7 days fasting, 21 days fasting. You are only mocking yourself, not God. Where and where did you submit your applications? But my greatest dismay in all these things is that men of God have turned this thing to be a spiritual exercise. Wrong spiritual exercise. That was what they did too during the time of Uaag. Feasting day of prayer, national day of prayer, national this. Why all this deception? I'm bold to say this. I'm as old in this grand community. Old in this. So I know what I'm talking. I'll be bringing my facts one by one out. Yes, I'll be bringing them out. At least to relieve some persons from tension. Because as it stands, we do not even know who to believe. People don't even know who to trust anymore. Because many have actually sold their hands. You think it's to kid someone that make you to sow your hand only? When you defrauded people of their possessions, when you defrauded people with your lying tongues, you've actually soiled your hands. And my prayer is that may God forgive you and forgive your generation. Yes, back to the ending of the tape 4. Does UAG actually have grants to give out? Is the money there? Is the money there? This is the same heights of the Spirit speaking. You see, they say a clear conscience fears no accusation. Or guy, you can't give out what you don't have. If you promise someone help, it shows that you have the ability to actually assist someone. As a pastor in the church, if you have a large congregation, you can actually raise money as help to give to someone. Why are you doing that? Because you have the members who is going to support you. All these statements of defense and what have you, we have to stop it. I want all of you to go to Ford Foundation. You see, this deception that is going on, I won't tell you some things yet because our findings is not complete. When I'm done with my finding, my machineries are working in the DSS office, working everywhere, working in CBN. We will bring so many things to you people very soon. We will bring them out. We'll bring them out. Because send these messages to go very, very viral. Let it go viral. Why am I saying so? When I spoke in the time of Sem, they said, I don't know what I'm saying, but it came to pass. When I spoke in the same time of a Sheba, they said, I don't know what I was saying, but it came to pass. When our report is out, I will also make a statement, official statement. Nobody involved me. Nobody contacted me. Nobody's telling me anything, but I'm going to give you some tablets. Now, 3 weeks ago, there was something that was flying on every social media. And why is it flying? Those of you who clone those documents should stop it. Because all of you that are getting this information, go to Ford Foundation and check. All money that came to Nigeria is there in Ford Foundation. Go and check it. I've registered with Ford Foundation already before talking to you. I've registered. I won't mention my name of my NGO, but I've registered with them already. Excuse me. I've done that already. Now, money that came in from Ford Foundation is not the only NGO or it's not the only welfare organization international that gives out money. There are several of them, depending on what you want to promote. Those who promote things that go against my faith, they are getting money steady. I'm aware of some that get 25 million every month. Some get 10 million every month. Some get 6 million every month, depending on what your NGO is involved in or what your NGO is doing. There are platforms for that. That is not what I want to tell you. But those of you who went to Ford Foundation platform and croon and whatever you brought out, you know that is not the truth. You know it. Because for every NGOs that is money that be given out to, the list of the names are all there. The amount is there. The month is there. Nigerians, please wise up and stop this brainwashing. We have seen some of these things even in the church many years ago, when you are being brainwashed, all in the name of prophecy. It's the same thing that these people are still doing. I want you to understand this fact. It's the same thing. Why would someone go to Ford Foundation, capture it, edit it? Because, for instance, no matter how you're close to a bank, no bank will give your statement of account to anybody, even if it's the DSS. Even if it's the DSS, there are to some extent they will let them have access. But a private organization giving their own details to some group who said yes, that this man actually the money is with Ford, it came from Ford. My argument, I please want you to listen to my argument carefully. That document was scrolled. Both the one of Theobat, both the one of UAG, it was scrolled. If what I'm saying is like, let UAG bring the original document that actually they set their name from a Ford Foundation and their name was actually there. Please mind my statement. I'm not telling you now that UAG don't have money, please, so that you won't get confused. But that document that was circulated 3 weeks ago was scrolled. Because, excuse me, those that were giving money already, those that they gave money to already, their details are there. Go and verify. The amount was there. The year that they gave them the money is actually there. The month is actually there, specified. The amount was specified. These things, after you are aware of this, the source of the money that they say they came to Nigeria and the country where the money came. Why most time we Nigerians, we are not patient to do research and intelligent work. Are you aware that you can walk into the embassy of the country in Nigeria here? I'm giving you some secret. Are you aware that you can walk into the embassy of the Nigeria that please, so embassy, we learned that so company in so country gave us so amount of money to so company, to so NGO, to so this in Nigeria. Please affirm to us with police extract, from the office of the police extract. You do all the documentation. Are you aware that this document will leave the shore of this country, Nigeria, and go to the country that is claimed that the Ford Foundation will receive the letter and affirm the same thing, that so money, all the money that all the AIDS, action AIDS, and all the rest of it is listed there. Go and check. Before you kill yourself with unnecessary tension, by yourself, buy data. Go to the website of Ford Foundation. Write them, they will respond to you. Write them, they will respond to you. Provided your letter you want to write is not just ordinary email. Let it carry a lettered paper with a petition. They will respond to you. I have details, I won't bring it out for now. But we are doing our due diligence. So, when Elumelu Foundation is helping Nigeria, he declares so many things, and you see proof. You see proof. You see proof. It is this proof that have been lacking that enables them to scam you. It is the same proof that Chubat that was trying to make it real. Ishiba was trying to make it real, and you always scammed. The reason why some persons are quiet doing their underground work to root out document, to root out information, is because first and foremost, the attitude of someone, attitude of a company, the style of a company will make you to know whether this company is genuine or not. The reason some persons are still following UAG 85 to 90% is because the activities of UAG have never actually project or have that tendency that tendencies that actually they are all about looking for money. I'm not speaking for you, HG, please. Neither am I speaking for anybody. I'm telling you facts, verifiable facts. We have been doing this over the years. Some of you that will receive the audio, you will confirm that this very voice have been saying some of these things. I said it in the time of Sem, it came to pass. I said it in the time of Sheba, it came to pass. And I said it also in the time of Jobad. Thank God the thing is becoming very clearer now. In the next few weeks, few days, months, I'll be giving you a lowdown. Our machineries are all working. No fund coming to this country, domiciled in the Central Bank of Nigeria, that you want to know that you will not know. Even if you use a fake name to bring in fund, there's a way you will track, you will still know. It's like you trying to hack, not hack now. It's like you going to the website of a courier service. Because you will know that actually there are whatever details coming, shipment are coming. In as much you do not have the code, the password to log into the tracking aspect, you cannot see the goods, where the goods, the country the goods is, where it has moved from, where it has arrived at. You can't see it because you do not have the password to that. But if you call them and ask, haven't gotten the serial number, and you called the courier service, for instance, let's say UPS, you call UPS and say, UPS, have a parcel with so number. If you call the wrong number for them, they will tell you that yes, there's no such parcel. But when you call the correct number, they say, yeah, there's such parcel here. But what is your name? Give us the tracking number. The tracking number give them your identity to know who actually is talking with them. If I call on your behalf and said, my name is Paul Uba, for instance, and I call Paul Uba account number, certainly they will ask me some security questions. If I'm able to give the answer correctly by giving the last transaction, the 3 or the 5 last transactions on the account, and I'm able to give the balance on the account, and able also to call the date of birth on the account and give other information, they will declare to me what is in Uba's account, even though if I'm not Paul Uba. I hope you know this. To bring this step 5 or before to an end, I want to tell those of you who crone Ford Foundation information. It was crone. Whether you speak in the side of UAG, whether you speak in the size of Tubat, you both crone it. If those documents you paraded, they are correct, UAG would have made official statement on that aspect. So please, my friends, my brothers, my sisters, my Muslim brothers and sisters, my Christian brothers and sisters, even if you are a pagan, can we stop this? Whatever pains you inflicted on people to make them shed tears, don't forget those pains, those tears. If they don't cry and follow you, you will cry and follow your children. If they don't follow you, they'll follow your wife. If they don't follow your wife, they'll follow your husband. If they don't follow your husband, they don't follow your wife, they'll follow your children. Why this show of deception? Who do us? Why did both parties have to crone? Sorry to use the word both parties because UAG did not say they are the one that sent it. But why would somebody crone those documents and be making such voice? You see, this deception have been on ground, and that is what that took us to where we are now. Everybody go and log into the Ford Foundation website. You'll see the names of the people and all that money they have given money to. All they are out there. So if you see your bad their name, they let me know. If you see UAG their name there, let me know. Let's stop be doing this. Let's stop. International community is not like Nigeria, that everything is possible that you can scam someone. Real informations are there. But in as much we await official statement from those parties involved to tell us the reality on ground, to tell us the next phase on ground, can we for once stop all deceptions? Can we for once stop all this unnecessary defense? Can we stop it? Can we stop it? It is the same attitude of deception that some of them were speaking vehemently as if they are even Apostle Theophilus himself. He didn't show you any document. What if I can bring a document to you today and say, yes, so organization in UK, in US, in whatever, in Germany, in whatever, in China, give me a loan to come and give, oh yeah, everybody come and pay money. You will all be rushing to pay without verifying the truth. Idea or pressure group to wake up. Begin to bring your findings out before you all join in killing this country. Because some of you have been somewhat support, you've been involved in some of all these things coming all this way. Yes, in as much you appreciate your work, what you are doing now, but bring evidence, bring proof. Nothing will cost you people. You don't need to be sleeping in Abuja and be staying all days in Abuja. You don't need it. A single letter to the Senate President, a single letter to the presidency, a single letter to the Commissioner of Police, a single letter to the office of the DSS. You will bring all the truth out. You will bring it out. Within less than 3 weeks, all truth will come out. And your name will be written on gold forever. Wake up. Wake up and do the needful, because some of us have already doing our underground work. If the whole thing exceed August, then there's a tendency that is trending towards the same way of same. It's trending towards the same way. Yes, it is true, Iris, with respect to Apostle Dr. Ambassador Ken Wankama, with respect to him. At least he's disciplined in a way. He is proactive. He has not scammed. He has not collected money apart from the 10,000 officially requested for an assistant. But I will also appeal to you, should in case this audio gets to you, you are a pastor. Let your name be written let your name be written on gold. Let posterity speak for you in future. You may not gain it, but let your seed, your children gain it. How do I mean that they will gain it? Because when you come out to address the public in faces, because the information you are giving, those information are defensive mechanism statement for now. I want to stop on this tape because my hand is paining me. And let me continue. Thank you.